It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones looking to throw right away. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll run here with a rookie. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
3rd and 9 here.
Okay, here we go. Bama, Bama, Bama.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence.
Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You talk about this Giant defense.
And they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
2nd and 7.
They run it again with Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll try the air now with Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, this defense for the Giants much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Back to throw, Watson. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, the block comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And some room to maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We're set.
Watson off play action. Man open, it's Goodwin.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. The Browns at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This is that. 24th down, coming.
Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And Burns has found a new home with the Giants this offseason. He's thrilled to be in the metropolitan area. The guy they call the Spider-Man nets another sack.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
On the return is Olszewski.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Martin Emerson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Set.
Chubb again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Nick Chubb, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Browns have taken the lead.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 5.
Half 18, half 18. Don Capers.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And that is incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. This is taken at the 10. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket.
They throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson rolling to his right.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Watson changing the play.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And everyone wants a dynamic receiver on the outside, and he may take it to a new level. Slot fade, one of his favorite routes when he played at LSU. And head coach Brian Daboll, he loves the competitiveness that Neighbors brings to the table.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That one taken in by Neighbors. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here we go, hey.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 30 on 2nd down. Jones. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Set. At 24.
The final shot before the break. Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Get set.
And again, it's Chubb. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Get set.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb.
Down to the 42, second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there.
Set. At 31.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10.
Set.
Chubb will get the call, running left. Shedding through the defense. Still going. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That good for 19 and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg.
The pass caught by his running back, Nick Chubb.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Chubb running to the wide side. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
In motion, Slayton.
Bama. Great. Cockroach.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones
has this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Short. Half 88.
Back to throw again. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
In motion, Slayton.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Browns. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
Second and 9.
Timberland. Ladybug.
Throwing, Jones.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's fielded at the 34. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Alert!
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a 3rd and 6.
This is it. Hey, 59.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, 59.
Now it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Reset.
Now a give left side for Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
64.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Reset. 26.
To throw is Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Giants are right back in this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
Over here.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Detroit. Rita.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Don Capers. Other side. Great. Timberland.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, hey. Apple.
Off play action. Jones.
Hyatt able to make the catch downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tracy going to get it on 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Detroit Johnson.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Out of the gun, Watson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
They're set. Adam, go.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Apple.
A give, Singletary right side. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Okay, here we go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Singletary will take it in for the Giants touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Gano for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Giants 31, Browns 21. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
We're set. Adam, go.
To throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Watson.
They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Here's Watson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Pass complete to Chubb.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Watson.
And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Watson to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's...
They got his man complete. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20.
Now Watson.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Now it's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point.
Jones looking to change the play.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 21. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, some strong running.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things